This is Eric from Vegas Rocks Magazine. I'm out here at Couts Vamp'd with Diamond Lane out of LA. How you doing, guys?
How are you?
Doing great.
Good. Doing great.
Tell us what brings you out to Vegas.
We just had a fantastic show here at the exquisite Vamp'd, supporting Bang Tango with our buddies in Dirty Paradise. So it has been a fantastic night, and we're ready to keep the train wheels rolling.
Oh yeah.
Does Vegas feel like a second home now? I know you guys play a lot in the LA scene,
Absolutely.
but we've seen you here a few times now.
It's cool. Definitely.
We've been here 3 times already. It's an
Feels
incredible
like
venue. So we're happy to be here. They call us back, and they're extremely accommodating. And Vegas, why not?
I think they treat us better here than LA. I'm serious. Just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Speaking of that, I always like to ask the LA bands, how do you compare the scene in Vegas to the Sunset Strip, what it was and what it is today? I know everything has changed, from what it was.
Such kind of a hard question, because when you
so
think Sunset Strip, you think of when it was booming and bustling, you know what I mean, throughout the 80s and the 90s, and oh my gosh, and to see music where it's gone and where it is now, the whole internet age and the streaming age and all of that, it's just changed everything a lot, and you can see a lot of that in how the clubs treat the bands as well, meaning the pay-to-play stuff, the type of reception you get when you show up there, where it's like, hey, we're all working together here, trying to put on a cool show, and they don't really, not all of them, but a lot of times they don't necessarily see it that way, so it puts an unfair pressure, I guess.
Yeah. What you end up left with is just bands that are really not necessarily desperate, but just eager to go out there, and we're eager to go to places where they're thirsty for our music, and that seems to be everywhere, especially the places where there aren't a lot of venues and bands don't get out to go, so that's what we're trying to do.
Yeah.
Speaking of that, tell the fans the best place to get Diamond Lane music if they want to get some of your music.
There's only a one-stop shop. It's DiamondLaneRocks.com. You're going to be able to get plugged into all of our social networks, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all /Diamond Lane.
Merch.
We got our store.diamondlanerocks.com, YouTube /Diamond Lane videos. If you Google it, if you put it into iTunes, you're going to find it. If you want the heavy stuff that's going to move and shake and rattle and roll you, you're going to be able to lock it down with some Diamond Lane.
Last time I was in Hollywood, I had a chance to catch you at the Viper Room at a show we did there. Is that typically the scene you guys play in LA? Do you stay more on the Strip, or you branch out quite a bit there?
Pretty much, yeah.
We try to stay at the best venues we can. We try not to wear out the fans by playing too often. We want to make it special to come see Diamond Lane. But those are generally the type of places that are best to play in LA, and the bands that we like to play with also dig that.
Yeah.
I had a chance briefly to run into you at the NAMM show, seen you in the hallway. Tell us a little bit about your NAMM experience, some of the stories.
I mean, it is just a wild circus of people from all over the world kind of pining for specific people's attention. But Frank, you had some great experiences with Angle and Charvel?
Yeah, Charvel. Went over to the Charvel guys and talked to them, and had a buddy of mine tell them about me and us and the band. And hopefully something comes out of that,
It's a great place to get endorsements or put those feelers out to do things like that.
We had a
There's
great
no
long
place
talk.
else in the world you can get that big of a convention together to do things like that.
And we had free beer there.
Yeah,
Free beer. Free beer at 4.
Did you have a chance to catch any of the concerts that week? Any of the,
Sure.
The Bonzo Bash.
We went to the Grove. We saw In This Moment and Escape the Fate, and it's really interesting. You see the more classic things like the Bonzo Bash, and then the more current things. So just to see the mix of people, it's always a beautiful thing. But overall, to see people supporting music, emerging artists, established artists, everyone's there for the same reason. And that's why we love going to things like NAMM. That's why we love playing, bringing people together for the sake of something greater than all of us, something we all cherish and love, which is heavy rock music.
We're happy to have you here in Vegas and look forward to you guys coming back.
Hey,
Thank you very
so
much.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thanks for rocking it with